Have you ever wondered why some people seem genuinely happier, even when life isn't perfect? It's easy to believe happiness comes from having more money, more success, or fewer problems. But science tells a different story. Your brain is constantly changing. Every thought you repeat, every action you practice, every habit you build literally shapes the way your brain works. This ability is called neuroplasticity. It means your brain is never truly finished, no matter your age, no matter your past. Your brain can build new pathways that make happiness feel more natural. The surprising part? You don't need a dramatic life transformation. Small daily habits, repeated consistently, can slowly rewire your brain toward greater optimism, resilience, and emotional well-being. Unfortunately, most people unknowingly train their brains in the opposite direction. They spend hours worrying. They constantly compare themselves to others. They focus on problems more than progress. Over time, these patterns become automatic. Their brain learns stress instead of peace, negativity instead of gratitude, fear instead of confidence. But here's the good news. The brain learns through repetition, which means if negative habits can reshape your brain, positive habits can too. In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful daily habits backed by psychology and neuroscience that can gradually rewire your brain for lasting happiness. These aren't complicated routines, they're simple actions almost anyone can start today. At home, at work, during stressful moments, or even before going to bed. And make sure you stay until the end. Because the final habit is one of the most powerful and one that most people completely overlook. It quietly changes the way your brain responds to life. By the end of this video, you'll understand how happiness isn't something you chase, it's something you train your brain to create. So let's begin. Habit number 1. Practice daily gratitude. Most people think gratitude is simply saying thank you, but your brain experiences something much deeper. Your brain naturally pays more attention to threats than positive experiences. This is called the negativity bias. Thousands of years ago, noticing danger kept humans alive. Missing a predator could be fatal. Missing a beautiful sunset wasn't. So your brain evolved to remember problems more easily than blessings. That survival system still exists today. Instead of watching for wild animals, your brain watches for criticism, mistakes, bad news, things that could go wrong. Without realizing it, your mind starts believing life is mostly negative. Gratitude interrupts this pattern. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be extraordinary. A good meal, a supportive friend, a peaceful morning, a moment of laughter. Each time you intentionally notice something positive, you strengthen brain pathways associated with appreciation and optimism. Over time, your brain becomes better at spotting what is going right instead of only noticing what is going wrong. Happiness begins with attention, and gratitude teaches your attention where to look. Habit number 2. Move your body. Every day, many people think exercise only changes the body, but one of its biggest effects happens inside the brain. Physical movement releases chemicals that improve mood and reduce stress. It increases blood flow to the brain. It supports learning, memory, focus, and emotional balance. You don't need intense workouts. A 20-minute walk, stretching, cycling, dancing. Anything that gets your body moving sends your brain an important message. We're alive. We're capable. We're moving forward. Exercise also lowers stress hormones that keep the brain stuck in survival mode. The more consistently you move, the easier it becomes for your brain to recover from difficult emotions. Movement isn't just fitness, it's brain training. Habit number 3. Protect your sleep. Imagine trying to charge your phone using a broken charger. Eventually, The battery runs out. Your brain works the same way. Sleep isn't wasted time. It's when your brain repairs itself, processes memories, balances emotions, and clears away waste products that build up during the day. Poor sleep makes negative thoughts feel louder. Small problems seem bigger. Stress feels heavier, patience disappears. On the other hand, consistent quality sleep helps your brain regulate emotions more effectively. It becomes easier to stay calm, think clearly, and enjoy everyday moments. If happiness feels difficult, sometimes the first place to look isn't your mindset. It's your sleep schedule. Your brain cannot perform its best without proper rest. Habit number 4, build strong human connections. Humans are wired for connection. Even the strongest people need meaningful relationships. When you spend time with people who genuinely care about you, your brain releases chemicals linked to trust, bonding, and emotional safety. A simple conversation, a shared laugh, a hug, a kind message. These moments do far more than make you feel good. They strengthen neural pathways associated with security and belonging. Isolation does the opposite. The brain begins treating loneliness like a threat. Stress increases. Negative thinking grows stronger. You don't need hundreds of friends. A few real connections matter far more. Reach out to someone. Call a family member. Spend time with a close friend. Listen more deeply. Be fully present. The happiest brains aren't built through achievement alone. They're built through meaningful relationships. Habit number 5. Train your mind with mindfulness. This is the habit many people underestimate. They assume mindfulness means emptying the mind. But that's impossible. Thoughts will always come. Mindfulness simply teaches you not to become trapped inside them. Imagine your thoughts are clouds moving across the sky. You don't need to chase every cloud. You don't need to fight every cloud. You simply notice and let it pass. Even 5 minutes of mindful breathing each day can strengthen areas of the brain responsible for attention, emotional regulation, and self-awareness. Instead of reacting automatically, you begin responding intentionally. Stress still appears. Difficult emotions still come. But they no longer control you. Mindfulness creates space between the event and your reaction. And inside that small space, you regain your freedom to choose. Final message. Happiness isn't something that suddenly appears one morning. It's something your brain slowly learns through daily repetition. Every grateful thought strengthens optimism. Every walk strengthens resilience. Every good night's sleep restores emotional balance. Every meaningful conversation deepens connection. Every mindful moment builds inner peace. These habits may seem small, but your brain doesn't change because of one extraordinary day. It changes because of ordinary days repeated over and over again. Remember, practice gratitude. Move your body, protect your sleep, build real connections, and train your attention through mindfulness. You don't need to become a different person. You simply need to teach your brain a different pattern, because every day, your brain is rewiring itself. The only question is, what are you training it to become? Starting today. Choose habits that teach your brain happiness instead of fear. Little by little, your thoughts become lighter, your emotions become steadier, and happiness stops feeling like luck. It becomes part of who you are. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.